It's too soon to have any results, Kevin, but tell us what you do know about this election at this point.
Hey, David, we're here at Huntingdon College, a bellwether of sorts in Montgomery, Alabama. I've spoken with supporters of Doug Jones and Roy Moore, and they are aware of just the meaning that this race has taken on. Now, we should note that Charles Barkley, the NBA legend, had campaigned with Doug Jones last night, trying to bolster African-American turnout for Democrats in a state that has not elected a Democrat governor nor senator in decades. Meanwhile, Steve Bannon, the president's former chief strategist, campaigning with Judge Roy Moore last night as well. He spoke for 30 minutes at the final campaign rally and hardly mentioned Roy Moore, but again noted that a vote was needed for Roy Moore in order to help President Trump in order to accomplish his legislative goals. And just within the last hour, headlines crossing the Bloomberg terminal about Senator Rand Paul, who seemingly now is on the fence about the president's tax reform legislative agenda. That, of course, poses significant risk to the president trying to get done tax reform if people like Senator Rand Paul oppose, as well as Senator Susan Collins. So much in flux right now being decided in this very special election here in Alabama.
Senator Rand Paul seemed to be referring to the budget measure, but as you said, this could have big implications for the final tax bill, given that the Senate passed its bill with a razor-thin margin.
Yes, and so it'll be interesting to see. And in fact, I've spoken with several voters, Sherry, who tell me that they would be interested to see if they were to vote for Roy Moore, whether or not Republicans would actually ultimately vote to expel him from the Senate. So this is far from over. The back and forth between Senator Kirsten Gillibrand as well as President Trump playing out on Twitter earlier today. This, of course, comes just 1 week after Senator Al Franken announcing his resignation on the Senate floor last week. So this is a race that has taken on new meaning. A lot of folks are undecided, and Republicans who have not voted traditionally for a Democrat really ever. I was just speaking with an official here at Huntingdon College who told me that turnout is significantly up from previous elections, but still quite shy of the presidential levels.